Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Carol, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you guys some simple ways to elevate your looks. This video was inspired a few weeks ago from the realization that the same clothes that I wear when I look almost homeless at work are the same clothes that I wear when I want to look super chic because maybe I'm going for brunch with my friends or something like that. And then I was like, how is this possible? So then I started to break down the things that I actually do when I want to look super chic, the extra details that I add into my outfit so that they look elevated. And I decided to share with you guys those little things that take my outfits from homeless to super chic. And I do hope that you're going to love this video, and I do hope that it's going to be useful and beneficial to you guys. I can definitely say that from my personal experience, I have actually seen that yes, it is true. It is not about what you wear, it's about how you wear it. Before I get into these tips, I'm going to put a disclaimer out there that I'm a very classic person. I keep my things very simple. I like to keep my style very timeless. So my tips will also be, you know, along those lines: timeless, simple, classic. You get the vibes. The first thing that I really want to talk about is color combinations. Now, I've done these videos a couple of times and you guys know that I stick by the 3-color rule. That's the first thing. That is, for any given outfit, you will not go beyond 3 colors. I just find that it keeps my outfits very cohesive, very clean, classic, and timeless. So obviously, sticking to the 3-color rule, you still have to decide the kind of colors you're gonna have in an outfit. Now, I'm not an expert in this. Things that I've understood so far, I do very well, and that's what I'm gonna be sharing with you guys. So I use what is known as the color wheel, and it also comes along with what is known as the color theory. I actually learned this from one of my favorite YouTubers, and I was like, wow, that is actually an easy way to wear color. So I'm gonna look for a color wheel and I'll pop it, I don't know, somewhere on the screen here so that you guys can see. So what the color theory basically states is that colors that are next to each other will pair very well, and colors that are opposite each other will also pair very well. And I can assure you that this trick has significantly changed the game for me. I mean, well, for the most part, I'm in black and white, but whenever I, you know, want to wear some color, I used to struggle so much. I'm like, oh my gosh, I really want to wear this, but how do I do it? Because I'm not, you know, good with colors. But this theory has changed the game for me. Having mentioned that I like to keep my outfits very simple, I do find that, you know, going for the opposite colors, for me personally, it tends to be a bit too much. So most of the times I just gravitate to the colors that are next to each other. Because of that, I do now kind of experiment with colors here and there more than I used to before. Another thing that I love to do when it comes to color is to wear monochromatic looks. So now with monochromatic looks, it just means that you pick one color and your entire outfit is going to be that one color. Now that doesn't mean that it has to be the exact same shade of the color, but you know, like there are different shades of a color. So you could go with something like, you know, a light blue paired with a darker blue, but you know, because they are all in that blue family, it just creates this cohesive monochromatic look, and I absolutely love it. It looks super chic, it looks super fashionable, and that is also one of my go-to combinations. It's a learning process. You're not gonna start off as an expert. Like, in as much as I'm making this video, I still have a lot to learn, and I still make so many mistakes when it comes to color combinations and that type of thing. Like, the more I try out these colors, you know, the more I kind of start to get what really works for me and what doesn't work for me. So yeah, I will say that don't be scared. If you want to try something, just try it out. The worst that could happen is the outfit doesn't come out looking nice. You're not gonna die, you know. And if it doesn't come out looking nice, now you know what not to do next time. With time, it just becomes like clockwork. Now you know the color combinations that you like, you know the color combinations that work well with your skin. Another thing that I absolutely love, and I know the people that like to call people old-fashioned are gonna come for me for this, make sure that whatever I'm wearing, like at the top half, kind of matches the shoes that I'm going to wear. It's absolutely no problem at all if you're going to wear, you know, shoes that are not the same color as your top, but I just feel like there's more balance and my outfits look better when I make sure that, you know, whatever color I have here on top is also the same color that is kind of popping when it comes to my shoes. And I just feel like there's more cohesion in my outfits, and I just feel like it does make my outfits look more elevated. So my next point, I didn't know if it has to go with colors, but I also didn't know where to put it, so I was like, I'm just gonna check it in with the colors. That is, I personally try not to mix prints. Now, I am very well aware that the fashion trend at the moment is to actually mix prints, but like I said, I try to keep things timeless. I try to keep my outfits very classic, and so if I'm gonna be wearing a print, that print is going to be, you know, paired with other just plain solid colors, and that just works well for me. So my next tip would be to invest in good quality statement pieces. When I say statement pieces, I'm referring to things like your shoes, your bag, your accessories. You need to be putting accessories in your outfits. That's actually one of the big differences between work Carol and brunch Carol. Like, I do not wear any kind of accessories when I go to work. I can tell you the difference in my outfits is noticeable. So yeah, you do want to invest in accessories. Even though I'm a cheapskate, you will definitely see me spending a little bit more on bags and shoes, and if I'm gonna be wearing a watch as well, because I don't know what it is about these things, but they just draw so much attention. So yeah, you want to make sure that you have like really good quality items. If you have made it this far in the video, I would really appreciate it if you do subscribe to my channel, and if you're actually finding the video to be useful, I would really appreciate it if you drop a like and a comment. It does help me grow, and it also helps me to be motivated, because there's nothing as discouraging as spending your time creating a video and people just keep quiet. At this point, I'm not gonna lie, I do need the extra motivation. So if you genuinely enjoyed this video, I would appreciate it if you leave a comment, leave a like. Otherwise, I'm just gonna assume that you guys actually don't enjoy any of the stuff that I'm doing. My next tip when it comes to elevating your looks is to actually take care of your garments. Washing your clothes, ironing and steaming them. One thing I'll never understand is like people that would just go about their business without ironing their clothes. I know I said I look homeless at work, but one thing you will not see me do is have creased clothing. No, that's not my ministry. And I just feel like even if it's a simple t-shirt that you got for like, I don't know, $2, if you wash it well, you steam it, it's going to look really good. So it's those little things that seem insignificant that make the biggest difference. It could be even something as simple as removing lint from your black clothing. Like, that's actually going to make your black t-shirt look 10 times better. So you guys know that I stay in Poland, right? And we basically have like, I don't know, 10 months of winter, and most of my clothes are like the dress that I'm wearing right now. It's almost like wool, you know, that fleece type of material, you know, the stuff that keeps you warm. These materials tend to create those little bubbles on your clothes, and those are so annoying, and they just make your clothes look so bad. And I discovered this little guy. This one has changed my life, because now all my clothes look like they're new, because I never have to worry about those annoying little pills in your clothes. Yeah, like I said, it's those little things that seem insignificant that make the biggest difference in your outfit. Some people say you can use a shaving stick. I've never tried it because I didn't want to harm my clothes, so I just prefer to have the actual thing that's meant for clothes, and I know that my clothes are going to be safe. But my point is, be taking care of your clothes. You guys know that I'm not gonna make a video about elevating looks and not talk about grooming. I do think that grooming is important. I've said this in a video before, and I'll say it again. If you don't have money for regular maintenance, then just stick to the natural state of things. There's absolutely no problem with getting your nails and lashes done. Just be sure that you can afford the maintenance, because to me it just doesn't make sense to have your lashes done and then like 3/4 of them have fallen off and you're not going to get them fixed. Why? And obviously we don't talk about grooming if we don't put in smelling good in the equation. Like, what are we doing, you know? I don't know what it is about perfume, guys, that just completes a look for me. I personally feel like I'm not completely dressed if I don't have a fragrance on. So yeah, that's it for me, you guys. I do hope that you loved the video. I do hope that the tips were useful for you, and I do hope that you're going to be incorporating some of these things when you're getting ready. And here's to elevating more looks.